Hello, this is the second video in the series on what type of videos to record for your business if you're using social media to attract business. So the second one is, why did you begin your business? Now, people love the story about why people started the business. So the second video I suggest recording is the story. People love stories. And this is something that a lot of people seem to overlook because they think people only care about their service or how much it's going to cost or the result. But people are actually curious. They want to know who they're dealing with. They want to know the story and get to know a little bit about you. They want to know why you care. And they want to know what was the reason that you started? Why are you passionate about what it is you do? And for a lot of small business owners, there usually is a really good story behind all of this, which is really useful to share to people so they connect with you. You know, a lot of the times it's because you've experienced something badly someone else has done and you think that you could do it better. Maybe you've had a bad experience for yourself and you were like, I need a solution. But usually you just realise that people need a better service in our area. And usually we just know that there's a better way to help people right now. Now, it could be that you've already been doing this work already for years and starting your own business doing the same thing was just the next natural step. But this story matters because this helps people to understand not only you, but also your standards. It helps them to see what it is that you care about. And it also helps them to feel whether or not you are the right person or business for them right now for the problem that they have. Again, you can think about this like a networking conversation. Let's say you met somebody in real life and they were interested in what you did. Okay? They're probably going to ask you, so how did you get started? So just think about how you answer that question usually. There's another question you can think of to bring up this kind of answer is, what made you start this business? What was the reason, you know? And you would probably tell them a story just naturally. You probably told that story naturally so many times. In this video, it's just that same conversation. You just record it once on your phone so that more people can hear it so they understand why you started your business. You don't need to tell your whole life story, okay? You can just do this by answering 3 very simple questions. The first, what was actually happening before you started? Why did you start it? So then what made you decide that you're going to do this? What was going on right there? And then the third thing is the most important thing really is, what does that mean for your customers right now? I mean, you could start it with one of the reasons I started this business was, and then you just continue the flow. You could tell them the really simple version of the story, and then you just bring it back to the customer. And this is how we serve our customers, and this is what they get. And that's why when people come to us now, we really care about X, Y, Z. Okay, that's going to be your example, okay? But for example, let's say you started a solar company because people were confused about all the different options that are available. And we know there's a lot right now. And they just needed clear advice. And that's what you did. Or maybe you became a mechanic because you knew that people felt nervous about being overcharged or about just not understanding what was wrong with their car. And you were able to show them because you know what that feels like. Maybe you started a renovation business because you saw how stressful it was when people didn't know what was happening in their own homes when they needed fixing. You might have experienced that for your parents, maybe even. So maybe you were into an aesthetics or health because you wanted people to feel safe and listened to and properly advised and get results. Now, this is the useful part of your story, why you did it. It shows the people who are interested in looking for you why you do things the way you do, and they connect with you. And you know this, when someone is choosing who to trust, that's one of the most important things, isn't it? So again, you can record this on your phone just like I'm doing right now. And the way you could do it is just to imagine one person has asked you this question. Why did you start your business? Okay, so just think about that question. Why did you start your business? And then just answer them clearly. And you might have done this several times in one day anyway, but keep it to one main story. And if you'd like to create your own version, I've actually got a very simple template. You can fill in the gaps, and I've got to put the link below this video because I've got this for my clients anyway, so it's just there. So it'll help you to understand what to record and keep you on track and make sure your video is not too long and not too short and keeps you